Hey, welcome, y'all. Welcome to Calendar Crashers Day 7. You made it. You made it to Day 7. If you're watching with us now, Bonnie and who's here? Bonnie and Becky, and I don't know who else, but thank you for being here live. Uh-oh, forgot to cut that one off. Anyway, and if you're watching it in the replay, that's cool too. Just thank you for making it through the entire week. It's been a lot of fun seeing the amazing programs that have been coming through. So we're going to talk a lot more about all of those later on today. However, at the very moment, we got guests in the house. Activity Connections folks are here, and I want to bring them on as quickly as possible. I'll tell you why. What do we got? Carrie, thank you. You've set all this up for us so wonderfully. And Cindy is going to be doing some conversations about art and craft tonight. She's the editor there of the craft and art section, the director of that department. So the reason I'm especially happy they're here is not only because they are the quintessential resource for our profession, but through this year, this crazy year of COVID, I've heard more and more people have been so thankful, with just huge gratitude for the packages that they could take room to room, for the resources they could bring, for being able to convert group life into room activity programs. And so it is not lost on us that you provided this resource through the years, and especially this year. So thank you. And you showed up tonight. How cool is that? Becky, what are you saying? Welcome to Activity Connections. Now, I forgot to mention, if you in your green room there, if you want to see some of the comments live that are coming through, there should be a little message box, and you can click on that, and you'll be able to see these comments as well. Yeah, I forgot to kind of position.
There we go.
Can you see them?
Yeah. Yes.
There you go.
Cool.
Thanks, Becky. We're glad to be here.
Yay. So, Activity Connections. Now, I mentioned to y'all this week that they are offering a 25% discount to everybody for Activity Professionals Week, which is pretty magnificent. The coupon code was in the thread, so be sure and look for that. And then someone from our group is going to win a 1-year subscription because of major contributions through the week and presence through the week. So, in advance, I'll thank all of y'all for that, and we'll announce that person later on. In the meantime, I think I'd like to just ask you guys, how did you get connected with Activity Connections? What brought you to this organization?
You want to go first, Cindy?
Okay, sure. I started with Activity Connection in 2011 as a freelance artist. And back then it was a different website, and I worked directly with the owner, and who was just the most beautiful woman you ever want to meet. And she's also very, very creative, but I would, meet with her at her home and go back to my home and make crafts and take pictures and put together tutorials. And, and then as the years went on, I just became more and more involved, and it was about 4 years, it's all a blur. I apologize, but anyways, 3 or 4 years ago, I became full-time, and so now I'm the director of arts and crafts, and best decision I ever made. I really love working for this company.
Oh, that's great. It's wonderful when you find a place where you feel comfortable and happy, and like you can just express yourself and bring that to others. Yeah.
So my story is a little bit similar to Cindy's, is that I started with Activity Connection in 2011, and I have since then I started and I still do freelance, but I started as freelance as well. But I'm starting to get a lot more roles now because my other jobs have shifted. A lot of the stuff I've been doing for them is the recipes, at least for the last 10 years. And I have also done a plethora of other things. You'll find my voice. I sing on the website. I have done research for them. I'm currently the social media manager. So I do all of their Facebook stuff. We're going to start an Instagram. But I've done a lot of stuff for them over the years. But it's great. I love it.
That's awesome. Yay. Well, thank you for what you do, and thank you for what you've done for all of us this year, especially, and all the years. But yeah. Well, if it's okay, I'm going to switch scenes. We'll see how this goes and see if I can get it so that in fact, let's see what happens if I hit this button. Nope, not that one. And that one should have been looking something like this. That's the Activity Connections website. So if for some reason you have not yet heard of Activity Connections, they're easy to find and easy to sign up for. And I don't think I've consulted with anyone in my lifetime where I haven't suggested it. Bonnie's online. She's the same way. We've had some amazing consultant representation this week with Bonnie Jacobs and Lori Kerr and Keith Saville and Betsy Best Martini and all of us. It's like one of the first things out of our mouth. Do you have your subscription for Activity Connection? So it's a great website, and the expanded number of subjects is it will never leave you wanting for more. You'll find something for everyone in your facility here, no doubt. And I know that you guys have some things to share with us, so I'm going to try and get you to that scene we played around with a little bit. Let's see if it comes up for us. Let's see what we could do here. And I think Carrie's going to share something if I get us to the right page.
You let me know when I can do that.
I will do that as soon as my computer lets me know when. Oh, we got this one. Let's go here. There's your page. Okay.
Hey,
you can share screen and I'll bring Cindy in too. All right. Try bringing your page in. Let's see what we got.
All right. It's thinking about it. Hold on a second.
When you share it, I'll see it. It's pondering.
My computer's being very slow about this.
Yeah. Well, we learned this week is that it's something going on. Well, y'all mentioned tonight the full moon. That's certainly contributing, but there is something going on in the internet in the East Coast, especially this week, and
Let me try again.
See if it shares up. Oops, I lost you there. There, and I got you an extra guy. Wasn't supposed to be there.
It's like the dating game.
It is, yeah.
Here we go.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Here we go. It loaded.
Okay, wonderful.
It loaded
there
now.
it is.
Yay! All right. Should I share now?
Yeah. Go ahead and share that, and then I'll see if I can bring Cindy back in.
Okay.
Is it gonna let me bring that up? There's you. Oh, how'd that happen? That's funny. Is it sharing? It's sharing you and your page. Well, you know what? No problem. I can do this. Now, does it share your page? There we go.
It says greeting card bookmark. Is that what it? Can you see that?
I do. Yeah,
good.
That's been showing up well. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. So this is just one of our. We chose about 4 projects to share with you all tonight, and I'll bring them up because I was able to figure out the share part. I had the button, and Cindy's gonna kind of talk through them and show you what she's put together, and then when we're finished with tonight, we'll go ahead and email them to Elaine, and you can contact her directly if you'd like a copy of these that we're sharing tonight. So, yeah. So, Cindy, you take it from here and.
Sure. So, these are the greeting card bookmarks, and they are just they're very easy to make, and they're functional as well. And it's basically, you take a greeting card that you have and cut out parts of it that you like. Here, I had a greeting card that had a cute little frog. And so you just cut it out. You use thick elastic. You staple the elastic together, and then you attach the greeting card image to the elastic. You cover where the staple is so you don't see it. And then you just wrap it around the front cover of your book and slip the back of that elastic around the last page you read, and that's your bookmark. But
That's great.
I remember picking this particular craft. We have a whole planning session, every month, and that particular month, I felt like we needed at least one craft that was really, really easy to do, and a craft that wouldn't need a lot of attention. You wouldn't need a lot of instruction. So this, I think, got pretty good reviews. I think people enjoyed this one quite a bit. Mainly
This one
because
also
it
has
is so
all the
easy.
things that. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying these. I was an activity director at one point as well, but these are all things that you probably likely already have ready to go. The elastic and the cards that you cut out. I really like this one.
That's awesome. I like that one too.
So, should we go to the next one?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I like that it's designed to that you all are very thoughtful about various levels of ability in the selection.
Oh,
Right. Yeah.
this is going to be the last one, but that's okay. So this one's called Photo Finish. It's actually a new, it's a fairly new concept that we've been putting together, where you finish the photo. And so we'll have, we really like this. They keep, they just turn out so cute. But I'll let Cindy explain it.
Yeah. And I don't know if I don't see it yet. Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
just wanted to point out. We're all good. Yeah. Photo finish. It's basically, we provide you with a photo that you print out, but there's pieces missing. And then we will give you a template so you can trace that shape. So in this case, it was the umbrella. So the image is this little girl holding an umbrella, but the umbrella is not complete. And then you cut out the triangles out of scrapbook paper and you glue them on. And so these appear on the Easy Does It pages for the memory care folks. But it's one of those crafts or activities that anybody would have fun doing it. So I think it kind of pleases a lot of different levels of ability. And it's fun. And we said, photo finish because it basically is a photo that you need to finish.
That's good. Good title.
It'd be cute with fabric too.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, so this was the first one we did. And then we did one with, it was a photograph of like a county fair, but it was a close-up of somebody holding an ice cream cone with multiple scoops of ice cream stacked up. Well, the ice cream was not complete. So you had to finish the photo by adding ice cream scoops. And then just this past December 2020, we did a Christmas tree photo and Christmas bulbs that were ornaments, round ones that were empty. And so the folks had to fill those in. And we got some really good feedback on that one.
That's really cute.
All right, I'm going to go to the next one here.
Yeah, it is a clever title. You're right, Adina. Photo finish.
There it goes.
I have to say, part of the fun for me is collaborating with some of the other folks on the Activity Connection team, editors and great thinkers, and coming up with titles. We have a lot of fun sometimes trying to come up with fun little puns and, make them a little bit different than just saying collage.
That's right. It's easier to remember.
So can you
too.
see this?
Yeah.
Can you see this next one, the paper heart garland?
I don't see it yet, but
Oh,
it seems like my end is a little bit slow.
Is it up on
I
your
don't
page?
know if everyone can see
It's
it.
right below, right? Right below the photo finish. There it is. Paper heart garland.
Now I see it. Yeah, so this
Yay,
one was
wow.
also this one was also on our Easy Does It page. And we wanted to share this one because February's, right around the corner. And this is a great February craft. And it's a very, very simple to do. And it's just basically pre-cutting strips of paper and using a stapler and creating heart shapes that are connected. And it's really actually pretty easy to do. And the effect is really nice. But it's kind of nice too because for memory care, people that maybe are struggling with the actual, putting it together can sort colors. So, you have your strips of paper and just like, I need piles of purple, I need piles of red, I need piles of pink. So, everyone can kind of be involved. And it would be a great community project. I mean, granted, it's kind of hard now with COVID, but
That's cool. I like this.
And they could fold those pieces in half too, as a, something
Right.
to do with their hands.
right.
It could be very unifying too if
like a
everybody's
section.
making sections and putting it all together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Still have that. Anything we can do to keep connection happening right now. I love it.
It would also be
All right,
kind
I'm
of
going
cute,
to-
now I'm thinking about writing your name, writing a message on the strips or writing your name on the strip. Or,
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
can have little messages. Love notes. You can call them love notes.
Okay, I popped open the next one.
Okay. Good, good.
Let me know when it comes through.
Y'all are so wonderfully patient with the little delay we have going on here. Here it is. It's up.
This was one of my absolute favorite crafts to put together because of the simplicity of it, but using unusual supplies that you already have. And in this case, it's the clothespin, the spring of the clothespin. You take that spring out, and then you're able to clamp a decorative bead onto it, and you thread your ribbon or cord through the coiled part of the spring, and that's your necklace portion.
Ah, okay.
And with this too, the more I think about it, it could become kind of a charm necklace even, wouldn't that be cute to have everyone make beads and you can share, it'd be like a friendship necklace, or,
That's cool.
you could have more than just one bead dangling.
Mm-hmm.
And then in this case, I used beads that I decorated with nail polish,
Ah,
which is kind of a fun way to take a plain wooden bead and just, give it polka dots or little flowers.
Yeah.
Or just an abstract. You know what? There's no mistakes in art. So, if your flower doesn't turn out, it's an abstract expressionist
I love that.
piece.
I'm going to quote you on that. There are no mistakes in art.
Oh, I saw. Who's that? Becky has
Yeah. do you
broken
know-
clothespin at home. There you go.
Oh, see?
Now
Perfect.
you can save all those springs. And then there's also other crafts we've done where you use the other part of the wooden part of the clothespin.
Uh-huh.
So,
Mhm.
you don't waste anything.
No mistakes in art and no mistakes in broken clothespins.
That's right.
That's good.
So the
I love
next one
that.
is name art. Name art. If it comes up soon, let me know.
I see it. This one came along kind of fast.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, so this was an art project. What I love about this one, especially now in the time of COVID, is that this one would be an easy, careful connection activity. Actually, a lot of them that we're showing, I
Yeah.
think, could be careful connection
I
activities.
love that.
But this one, it's so fun. And once again, there's like no right or wrong on how you do it. I think kind of takes the pressure off when it's like, oh, all I have to do is scribble. Who can't scribble, right?
I could do
And
this.
there's a zen, like it puts you in this nice calming sort of place, I find, at least. So you scribble first with a marker, and then you just get like the craft stores sell those large letters, cardboard letters for, I think it's for like scrapbooking and stuff. But you just get those, and you can trace them to spell your name out, and then you just color the part of the scribble that's inside of the letters in your name.
Wow.
I love
Or you
it.
could have a
I love-
message. It wouldn't have to be
Yeah.
just your name.
I love that there's nothing you can do wrong with this one.
My favorite kind of
No.
activity. Can we
Right,
come up with some cooking things like that for me?
Yeah, and I think that's, what we try to do at Activity Connection is, have different levels of skill. Like,
Right.
but we aim for it to be successful no matter what. And so I will test, I trial run every option available in my studio before I put together the final tutorial, just to make sure it's as foolproof as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what, like you said, this one, there's nothing you can really do that's not going to work with this one, with this particular art project.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I bet you could find the letters at the Dollar Tree or the dollar store too.
Oh, yeah, I think you can.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think you even said, Carrie, like,
Yay.
you could maybe just draw your own block letters if you're at a little
Right.
higher skill level. Or just your initials. You can make it really simple and just do initials.
Yeah. So the other thing we wanted to share was a couple of weeks ago or a week ago or so, we did a 12-day of cookies share. This is a free page that we're offering, just because it's the new year and we're in COVID, and we just wanted to share some of our favorites. So I can, so if you just, I guess if you go to Welcome Activity Connection, 12 Days of Cookies, it says on the top there, I could send that to Elaine too.
Yeah.
And that'll link you up with the page. And there's 12 lovely recipes of cookies that are some of my favorite ones. Those chocolate cherry shortbreads. I don't know if I'm going too fast or slow, if you can see it very well. I'm kind of scrolling down through them.
But it'll get there.
Huh? It hasn't come up yet?
No. But we're here.
Oh, no.
That's fine. Making my
Golly,
mouth
that's
water,
slow.
though, hearing about it. There you go. It's up now.
Oh, there we
Good.
go.
Nice. Look at that. So did people submit these to you all, or how did you come up with these?
I do lots of research.
Nice.
And I put them together and write them. And see if you have leftover peppermint cookies. There's one at the bottom that was for, leftover crisp peppermint cookies that you use with leftover peppermint from Christmas.
That's awesome. I love this.
Yeah, yeah. Oops, there's.
Those look wonderful.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to mention, or we wanted to mention, was that we have, I don't know if anybody knows about the other free page we have, is our COVID page on Activity Connection. It's a resource for just special projects to do during COVID and isolation and that quarantine kind of ideas, but it's also a free page on our website. So if you just go to activityconnection.com, you could type in COVID and you can find it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I love, Carrie, what I like about that is, we keep updating that. It's not just the same thing reposted. It's updated. So you get everything from the beginning of COVID until now that we've put out there for the folks to use.
Right. And we'll advertise that on Facebook too. So if you're not following us on Facebook, you should, because we post a lot of our updates of what's coming on our website. Mm-hmm. We post special days. I share crafts and recipes and fun quotes and touching stories about seniors or about assisted living places or things like that. So there's a lot of inspirational stuff that we like to try to put up on there, and so it makes it fun.
That's great. So you'll have a Facebook page. Did you say you're also doing an Instagram page?
Where we've been talking about. We haven't quite gotten there yet, but that's in the works.
Okay. All right. Let me scoot into that.
Yeah.
One there. Good. We will find you. We know where to find you. We've been finding y'all all year. Yeah. So those were wonderful selection. Now, I think you heard Carrie mention earlier, she's going to send those to me and we'll have them posted on our page and you'll have access to these freebies in addition to the 25% discount and everything else that they've done for us. So this is fantastic. Thank you. Yay. Let's see, I'm going to fix one thing here. What happened? Lost y'all. Come back. We got you drinking. There we go. All right.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Hey, y'all, any questions for the folks from Activity Connections while we've got them here? And before we go into other things, do you have... you like my glasses? Thank you. And I want to shout out to my dear friend James. He's been my tech godsend. He's representing, we have a family called Let's Get Live, and he's representing the family and showing up for me every night and helping me out here. So I appreciate you, James. Thank you. Laurie's here. Fantastic. We've had quite
Thanks,
a...
Laurie.
Yeah, y'all know Laurie. We've had such support from Laurie and Bonnie and Betsy, Bess Martini, and Keith, and we had Eversound was here this week doing their promotion with Matthew was here for that. I'm trying to think if I've left anyone out. It's just been extraordinary, the things we've been able to drop. Not to mention the reason we were here was all the incredible out of the box kind of thinking things that were happening. Let's see, I think I got Laurie's message up here before. Did we? Is it showing up? Uh-oh. It disappeared. There it is. Laurie. And then, after that was Becky's. Oh, these are great ideas. Can't wait to see. Yeah, you're going to love it. If you've never seen Activity Connection before, this is probably your best takeaway of the week. One of them. One of the many. Fantastic. So if you have any questions of them, they're going to be here. Do y'all mind hanging out with me while I talk a little more?
Nope.
I'm going to try to bring up the
That's fine.
Facebook page if I can. If that's going to work out for us. We'll see if that page changes over here. It may or it may not. We've had that kind of a may or may not happen week. I know if I click this, it's probably going to send us off. No. Look at that. And see that they are here to vouch for me. Facebook was entirely up on the dry run. And as soon as we brought it up now, it went away. All right. There were not as many additions today, which didn't surprise me. It's a Saturday. But while we're waiting for it to come up, I'm going to make a few announcements about this. Please check back tomorrow, Sunday, because we're going to do some special things. It was important in doing Calendar Crashers. It was important that you leave feeling like it was worth your time and you have some things to take with you. And so there will be some surprises showing up in PDF form to carry with you, all inspired from the posts that you've made this week. So even though tonight's the last night of submissions, tomorrow is an important day for collecting more. I'm also going to try to summarize some of the gifts that have been set out this week, from the Mariposa training courses to the book resources. And Lori Kerr just was dropping all kinds of activity gems this week. So I'll try to summarize all of those in a place where you can pick them up. And the internet gods are not working with me right now. I call them you know what I will do is, let me cancel that page out and see if it helps. You can see me looking in the sky. That's me just looking up at the page that's supposed to be with us right now. And there it is. You can see the page we can't see now, too. Let me not leave you out of this experience. I wanted to say a few other things, too, about the reason Calendar Crashers kind of came into fruition. Originally was going to be a Kickstart program for a new online content creation and consultant group called 88 Keys. And I did leave a link to 88 Keys because I want to stay in touch with y'all after this. So when Calendar Crashers is long said and done, you'll know about other events if you go to 88 Keys Facebook page or even 88 Keys YouTube, which is also new. I kind of sped up the challenge because I wanted to honor Activity Professionals Week. So there's not as much going on 88 Keys yet with a capital Y-E-T. You will find more in the near future, so don't hesitate to sign on to those pages to be aware of things coming in the future. All right, what I'm going to do in lieu of being able to bring that page up is just go to the page on... Oh, you know what worked for us last night? I just closed it down and we brought it back and it was fine. I'll try that again. There we go. Facebook. Yeah, that's working faster. We did a whole overhaul on the modem and the internet speed here at the apartment just to try and make this all go a little smoother. But I would also like to take advantage of this moment to tell you about 88 Keys and where that name came from. If you click on the introduction, you'll see that in the years and years and years of consulting, which I love doing, and I'm not stopping. We'll still be doing this with Bonnie and with geriatric healthcare consultants. But in years of doing this, sometimes people feel like they're just maxed out on their resources, right? Oh, the Chronicles. Yes, Adina. Activity Connections. Thank you for the Chronicles. So in those days when it feels like, yeah, but, or, yeah, I'm sure they can do it, or I know, it's like one of those, sometimes you just feel like you just hit every brick wall along the way. It's in those moments at the end of the day when I find myself looking over at like the piano in the activity room and just pointing out, look, there are 88 keys on that piano and infinite songs to be played. So it was based on that metaphor that, yes, sometimes resources feel limited, but inevitably, we always come up with something. And it can be done. So 88 Keys Consulting grew out of that metaphor and name, and it is an extension of the in-house consulting I've been doing for years. And it will be the online resource. I'm kind of anticipating a resource program on Facebook and YouTube that does things like this, looks at the people that are providing opportunities and ideas for us. So hopefully, when everybody's technology, including mine, is all working smoothly, that's what 88 Keys will be doing. And I'd love for you to stay in touch with us on this. That way I can keep you in touch also with what's going on in the worlds of Bonnie and Keith and Laurie and Betsy and Activity Connections and Eversound and everybody you've met this week. So it doesn't look like Facebook's going to come up there. I'm going to go and jump ahead to our backup plan, which has worked for us in the past. The Calendar Crasher page. We'll just read it from the list. There were a few things that came up that are worth getting some attention on. I just have to scroll on down here. Oh, Becky was looking for Sally's post about the raising butterflies. I did see it. Let me know, Becky, if you still need that to be found or if anyone can find that for her. This one came in. I think we did talk about Michaela's one that came in late yesterday about the potted plants and in the cans. It was really cute. Painting those up, rough out those edges, get some nice succulents for the winter. That was pretty awesome.
I saw that. I thought that was so cute.
Isn't that cute? Yeah.
That was really cute.
Yeah, and I love the idea for the memory care folks using bird seed instead of soil and artificial plants.
Yes. Oops, I'm in day 2. Facebook is so weird when it just kind of posts things in random order. Takes us a little bit to search through. But I do know that Adina and Becky both for sure set things in here. That's day 7. And Sally, don't forget to look up all of hers because she puts in amazing amounts of detail. You can walk away with every one of Sally's and be able to set it up instantly. I also put up an interview with Chaparral House today. At the last half of that interview is a rose petal program that they do, which is a really beautiful. It's a really beautiful ceremony for people who have passed, and I've gotten a lot of people asking me for more memorial service ideas, and theirs is my go-to. All right, I'm going to do a search now within ours. Page here for day 7, and see what we get. Oh, I got your announcement, and I got us. The Mariposa training. Here it is. Got it now. Davey, there it is. 8 comments. I've got us. All right, whoops. Okay, Becky. Becky's saying, because it's not coming up on our page yet, is it? Nope, not there. So I'm going to put the 3 of us back in our scene and tell you what I got here. No sense having you look at. Hold on. Cancel that. And get us back up here in 4. Scene 4. 5. There's us. Yay! That works. And I'm going to be reading to you from my iPad here. Becky, I haven't done this because of shutdown, but she'd like to have the FFA chapter bring their barnyard out to the facility. I have seen this happen. I love this. They put them in the courtyards, and the residents cannot even experience them. Well, they usually end up taking them inside too often, the little ones. But they've done it at their local school. The kids bring their pets, cows, horses, pigs. Shakan, am I saying that right? Dog, cat, donkey, llama. Oh, that's pretty awesome. It's good variety. And then they have a day of the classes and they go to see the animals. Yes, I've seen people bring petting zoos to facilities, and it's a beautiful thing. So if you can make that happen, Becky, that's fantastic. Yay. Oh, I might be behind in my getting. Oh, Debbie's here. Okay, I might be a little behind in getting these messages up here, but bear with us. And they did a tour of the dairy in May. Took the iPad around so the residents could be a part of that tour. So did you take the iPad touring through the dairy and the residents joined, or did you take the iPad to the residents and did a tour of the dairy? Either way, I loved this. And I love that it was tapping on local resources, the local community resources. I think that so often we forget that they're right there in our backyard. In Fresno, they've got a lot of cheese and dairy, and they're very good about the dairy folks are very good about coming to the buildings and bringing samples and being a part of all of that. So wonderful. Mindy, who's been a big contributor all week, a fun game, roll around the clock. Using word shapes and text boxes, I made a large clock from a free space. Each player gets 2 dice and 12 bingo chips. They take turns rolling the dice, covering all the numbers as you roll with the bingo chips. Okay, cool. And they roll a number they roll a number you've already covered, you move to the next player for the second roll. First player to cover all numbers wins. Good. Love variations on this game. So Mindy, hats off to you coming up with it. And Becky, good job responding. And Adina, you guys are awesome about getting back to each other on this. I love it this was what it was supposed to be about. It was supposed to be about putting an idea out there and everybody tapping on it and adding more to it. And that's pretty much what's been happening. So those were really good additions to the day today. Fantastic. And we got to Michaela's plants. I'm scrolling through here. I think those might have been the only ones that I saw. Let me know if you saw some. Oh, Adina, we did that. Last night, Adina's husband put one up this week on using kind of a Snapchat feature and getting residents to respond to seeing their faces as like a potato, eggplant, all that kind of thing. That was really cute. That would, if we had a water cooler award, that one won, Adina. You'll have to tell them more people were chit-chatting about that one. Sorry, let me make sure I got this up to date here. I know I did Becky's and Adina. There's yours. Oh, Adina still needs to add one for tonight. Okay, fantastic. All right, I have told you a bit about the resource page is coming tomorrow, so I really, really want you to check back in with the Calendar Crasher page. My intention is to leave this site up for a month, and my hope is that we will do another version of Calendar Crashers in the very near future. Bonnie reminded me we got therapeutic recreation stuff coming up. So we'll probably be tapping on that. We may do some theme versions, maybe some Calendar Crashers just for memory care. So watch for all kinds of crazy events coming up. If you sign up on that 88 Keys page, I can stay in touch with you that way. Secondly, we have like a few recognition things to go over, and I want to bring up this page because I was really happy to see so many people do things so consistently just because they wanted to be a part of it. So let me point out a couple of major ones and some honorable mentions. Carolyn, Letitia, Adina, and Mindy, man, y'all just jumped in. You guys just jumped in on each other's things, and you were here regularly, and I just appreciate you. So I encourage everyone to just jump back and through the pages and go into each day and find the ones that were really outstanding and unique. I've pointed out a few, like Debbie's Art Sherpa paintings. Those were pretty extraordinary. Amy Youngblood had that murder mystery. Amber and the Culinary Club was good. Heather had us cruising 50 states. Jeanette had passports of virtual travel. Caitlin took us through bingo color wheels and auction cards. Maribel, I want to catch up with you. We've got some more ideas to discuss. She had us going to hallway karaoke that was kind of cool. Michaela with those colorful cans, and she had a card matching game. I mentioned Mindy, but she had these self-care packs and name games and mystery items. It was great. Patricia had a funny Friday. Tamika had a concession thing working. I wanted to see more coming up from that. And I can't say enough about all the things Sally has posted, and Laurie and Bonnie. You've got to go back and look at their resources because the detail is just extraordinary. And anytime you see a link, if it came from one of the consultants, including Sally here, please to click on it. You won't be sorry. It's going to take you into a world of goodness for your residents. Adina, your virtual travel, the virtual goggle set, AI with residents. I've been reading a lot about that, and I hope that we can get that set up at your place one day. And your husband's photo filter was great, and the food art and the origami. Thank you. Thank you for all you brought this week. I think that if we were going to pick somebody for the 1 year subscription, the consensus was, and it wasn't just me on this, is that Becky, honey, you were just on it. You were in there in everybody's thread and making contributions. So if Activity Connections, we're hooking you up here with Becky and Becky Rutherford Meninga. I hope I'm saying your last name right. You have won 1 year subscription to Activity Connection this year.
Yay! Congratulations!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep. Yeah, it is awesome. I'm pretty happy about it. And if I could come up with a runner-up prize for Carolyn and Adina and let's see, I got some highlights here. Letitia and Mindy, man, y'all were really wonderful about your consistent application. You just kept joining in, and that made me so happy. There you are. Becky's, thank you very much. She's so excited. You worked hard this week, Becky. You did. Nice job. Look at all the hearts you're getting here. Look at all those hearts. And I've been enjoying meeting everybody virtually through this. It would be fun to one day actually meet for real. So, Adina, just in time for the new role as yeah, exactly. But Becky's applied for her supervisor's job, and so she's hoping that she will be the next director of this facility. We're kind of all expecting that to happen at this point, and now that she has you all in her pocket as a resource, why not? Why not? Becky, you mentioned celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday. Yes, that's fantastic. Which I recalled the activity that I just posted. Okay, celebrating Earth Day with Lorax. Oh, man. Gonna go look it up. Gonna go look that up. Congratulations, Becky. I'm thinking this faceless person might be Betsy Best Martini. So it'll show up in your threads. For us, it hasn't shown up yet who it is, but I think that's Betsy. So congratulations, Becky. Congratulations. And congratulations to you all. And like I said, it really is important to me that you put all this effort in and that you feel like you have something you can go home with. So do check back tomorrow. Look and see what's showing up on the page tomorrow. I think you'll be happy to find some resources that you can carry home in a consolidated way, including the ones that Carrie just said she's going to email later. So all of these things will be up tonight and tomorrow. Sally, what are you saying to us? Anyone interested in working part-time or full-time in Oakland? I have a position that might interest you. Good to know. Good to know. And there were quite a few people from California doing this this week. So I'm glad you posted it here. Well, feel free to put that post up in the big section too, so that people know. So if anyone wants to move to California, if you're not here already, Sally's got a position. That's fantastic. I want to leave it running for just a second longer because I feel like we're so fortunate to have Carrie and Cindy here with us tonight. If you have any other thoughts, questions, responses for Activity Connection, or even for any of the people who have been here this week, they're all kind of hanging out with us here tonight. In fact, I probably could even bring them on if they wanted to show up here. I don't know, Bonnie or Betsy, if you're still in the house, or Laurie, let me know. You have the link. Just ring our doorbell. We'll see if we can't bring you in. Oh, it's a great position. Now you got me thinking even more. Not just any position. It's a great position. I believe it, too. Bonnie, you there? If you want to hit that doorbell, come on in and join us. I think we could fit you in here. I can fit. I'd be curious. We can't handle the internet so well, but I think we can handle another person. We'll listen and see if she rings that doorbell. And there we go. So with Activity Connections, that discount is good through this month, so they need to order it tonight if they want, and tomorrow, right, to get their 25% discount.
Yep,
Okay.
till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month. So you got till tomorrow to use your discount with Activity Connections. And that's amazing. I'm gonna have to take advantage of this myself. Because, like I said, y'all have been a wonderful resource for us. Yay. All right, I think that we're probably drawing near an end. I don't think Bonnie's coming in, and I don't see anybody ringing the doorbell yet. So we will graciously and gratefully say to Carrie and Cindy, thank you. This was a wonderful way to wrap up our Calendar Crashers week. I hope you'll stay in touch with us, and if we do it again, and if we can get our technology working even smoother, that would be even more special. But you couldn't have made a better closure for us here. It was really lovely to have you.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Look at these thank yous coming in. I've been watching the hearts go by when y'all speak. Hearts and thumbs up all over the place. So thank you so very much.
Good.
And to all of you who participated in Calendar Crashers this week, thank you. We're not done because I want you to show up tomorrow, not for a live session, but just for some awesome resources coming your way. And congratulations, Becky. How should I have them connect with you on that? Becky, should I just...
Why don't you go ahead and why don't you get her email address and send it my way, and we can figure it out.
I believe I have that. Becky, make sure I have it. I think I do. And we'll get that to Carrie, and she'll take care of you from there. So, Calendar Crasher peoples, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please stay in touch. Go to 88 Keys Consulting and the YouTube page of 88 Keys. And just think, you'll be one of the first to be a part of the 88 Keys family, because it's just getting started. It's just getting started, and I'm really happy to have you on board with me on the way. All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Cindy, Carrie, thank you, thank you. Good night, y'all.